In my last video I explained about how people are, well, two of the ways people are taking the diagnosis, and in this video I want to share another way where people are taking the diagnosis. People have got such a kind heart that many are wanting to jump in and do something. People want to help, people want to do something. They don't want to do nothing, and they feel that they want to do something because that helps them. And helping does help. It helps the person helping, and it helps the person who is receiving the help when the help is something that they want. It's pretty much like service. So when we get something that when we get help, that we don't need, it's not helpful. It really is not helpful. And when we get help that is from someone else's perspective and someone else thinks we really, really need it, the chances are we really, really don't. So it's really lovely that people try and help. It absolutely is. Hold on, I'm getting tangled up by a bear. Come on, bear. Don't clothesline me. I'm trying to walk. So yeah, being tangled up by a dog that's half your size is quite a challenge. Harder to walk with your legs tied up. Man. So yeah, helping. Well, people want to fix things as well. Well, to be quite honest, the kindest way to fix anything is by love. You send love and you get detached from the outcome. So send love. You can see the person as whole and complete, because they are, and just send that big fat love across the miles, and it will be gratefully received. Offering to listen, saying you're there if ever you want to reach out. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I will, to the people, the world, all the people that we know. We all have so many different uses, and I'm sorry to make it sound so cold, but we do, you know. My next of kin is a paramedic. You know, my next of kin is an amazing woman who I've worked alongside with for absolutely years, and she knows health and she knows me, and she's also a Buddhist. So for me, she's going to make the right decision for me no matter what happens, in alignment with my truth, and she will honour that, and she won't allow her own heartfelt feelings and her own perspectives to get in the way, because she does some of the practices or all of the practices or whatever. So she is there for me as I am there for her, and we have a love that for each other that time and space and people and places and things cannot touch, because we love each other that much that nothing else matters, and we're always a message away, and then we drop everything. We're there for each other, and that's a good friend. That's a true friend. So really appreciate that. And I have other really amazing friends that hold space for me when things, and that I'm not devaluing anyone, because everyone's got the place, and knowing that you're there and knowing that you're saying if you need anything or you just want to chat, that's such a blessing, and I am so grateful. I really am. But people wanting to fix things by maybe trying to change the diagnosis, trying to maybe alter my choices, trying to bring in a new perspective in the hope that that will fix or change something because they believe something completely different. Well, this is my body, this is my choice, and my body is my loyal consort. We've been together since we were formed around each other, and we'll be together till I drop my body and move on. I will do everything in my power to honour that body, to honour my loyal friend. And I will be going off my intuition. I won't be choosing science over intuition. If anything, science is another tool. So all the years of honouring myself and believing in myself, I apologise, the wind is possibly making some kind of strange noise at the moment as I reach one of the high points of my morning walk, where I'm looking over the village of Escolas de Cima. So hold on, because as much as pylons are very useful, you don't want to see it. Well, too late. Can you see the village behind me? It's a beautiful morning walk, I tell you. Every morning I try and make this walk, and every evening. The last couple of days I've been too tired, and Anne has gratefully taken Bear, which has been a total blessing, because all the talking and contemplating and holding space for people doesn't half tire you out. More wind. Thank you, wind. So what am I trying to say? Yeah, my intuition, my superpower. I'll drop back out of the wind in a minute, I think. I might have to cut this part of the video out, I might not. There's no editing truth, is there? The wind's really there. Denying the wind's like denying a diagnosis. Someone said it, they've named it. When you name something, it becomes kind of true. And there's no getting away from that bit. You can change the prognosis, you can change the outcome, and you can change your perspective. But if something's seen as it is, someone's truth, or the truth of science, then it's what it is. And there's many things in this world that are, but it's what's your perspective on it. My perspective is, I've known for a while that my body wasn't happy, and that I'd lived under a stress response for a very long time that's took me a very long time to get over. And it was in this last few years that I've been able to really get to a whole new level of being and awareness because of all the circumstances. Everything was supposed to happen. There is no regrets. Everything's where I'm supposed to be right now, and I'm totally cool with that. And Bear's just stopping for a bear wee, which could take a little while. And yeah, so what happened was, I'd been doing things my way. And doing things my way, I have my intuition and I have my faith. And I've been reading into what pops up and seeing things as they are, as I see the wind as the wind. And when I asked for them to make a diagnosis, or well, I asked not so much for a diagnosis, but I asked them to tell me what was going on, and they didn't really listen to what I asked fully, and they did things from their perspective, because that's what doctors do. They do things from their own perspective. And doctors and consultants and things, they do not look at a body holistically. They do not think that one thing is attached to another because it goes against their training pretty much. They just want to look at the one thing. Well, I'm of the Gabor Mate, Bruce Lipton, Bessel van der Kolk kind of teachings and learnings. Alberto Villoldo, my great teacher. I'm telling you now that this in my body is a result of the dis-ease that I have carried for my lifetime, my human experience. So I'm honouring it, and I'm honouring my body. I mean, I didn't put it there, but when something goes into your body and is held in your body because maybe you don't know how to let it out energetically, and you're holding it, especially like grief, that is such a conditioning that's brought on by culture, society, religion. There's so much bullshit in the world that doesn't allow a person to grieve, and the grief. And some places they have mourning, which is a great public display of natural grief, and public display of someone wailing and grieving and wearing black. And isn't it awesome that people allow that? But how about the grief of someone who's just lost their child, someone who's lost an unborn child, someone whose partner's in prison and they can't see them, and then something happens? Where's the mercy in this world? Because people in societies don't often allow a person to grieve a person if they didn't approve of that person's behaviour. Where's the mercy that when you turn your nose up at people because they're grieving their beloved pet? That's a bereavement, not even a grief, that's a bereavement. And where's the mercy when someone just loses their job, or loses their income, or loses their health, or has a massive accident and things like that? And maybe some people don't know what to say, or maybe people say too much. But where's that mercy? Where's that holding space? When do we allow, as a society, as a people, as a community, when do we allow it to come out? When do we allow people to honour that grief? And how many people know it's even grieving? Yet we need to honour these things. We need to honour our truth. We need to see grief for what it is, name it as what it is, allow it to be out in the open, where it can be given the space it needs to do what it needs to do, because it's our natural protection mechanism. It's looking after us. It's preventing us from suffering even more. It's preventing us from holding stuff in our bodies. Elephants are amazing at grieving. Elephants grieve, and they experience a bereavement after the loss of a family member. So yes, that's where I got a little tiny spider on my arm there. What are you doing, Spidey? So, hitching a ride, telling me to get creative, I'd say. Watch yourself. Maybe that's a message for everyone. Spiders are all about not getting yourself tangled up in the web of others. And that's what life, we need to be able to be more aware of our lives and not get tangled up in the bullshit of others. Other people's thoughts, perceptions, beliefs. they can try and catch us, and they can try and pull us one way, another way that's not ours. It's really important to honour our truth and be with who we are and be our authentic selves and listen to our bodies. Our intuition is our superpower. It's telling us what's going on, which way we need to go. I contacted them. I got my diagnosis. I went and asked them, what's going on? What can you see that I can't see that I think's there? And when he told me, I'd already had the dream that said full hysterectomy. I have no idea what it meant. I just know I had the dream, and that's what I'm going with. I'm not arguing with the dream. The dream has more truth to it than science does. It has its truth. It's divine. I don't know whether it's why it's divine or how it's divine. I just know it was the dream and that's what it said, and I shouldn't veer off those two words. It didn't say have one. It just said full hysterectomy. And when I received the phone call and was talking to the consultant, I made the choice. I just went full hysterectomy. And I was just honouring the truth of what it said. That's full hysterectomies resulted in an MRI. An MRI means that I'm going to be able to see what I couldn't see, that I know something's there. It might give me an answer to something that I need to know that really will make a difference in how I'm able to heal and help myself. I'm already doing everything else that I need to do. Perfect diet, great lifestyle, balanced, fairly well balanced in work, rest and play. Got the most beautiful fresh air to breathe. Trees covered in lichen, so the air here is so pure. You know, there's nothing wrong in my lifestyle. I'm honouring my body, so I'm going to support my journey with what I need to do next. So it's really windy, isn't it? I hope to goodness this hasn't ruined anything or stopped you hearing anything. And I'm trying to shelter the microphone with both my hands, which has either worked or it won't. I'll find out when I replay it before I upload it. And I'm back home now, so yeah, please be aware of fixing and changing, and allow or try your best to allow someone else their authentic truth when they get a diagnosis that they choose to share. Big loves.